Like I just saw.
Well, I had Asher do it anyway, but anyway, hello and welcome to Epic Interactions. Whoa, hey, we're a couple guys and a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons.
No, a couple guys, right?
Yeah, just a couple dudes right now. But anyway, it's
A lot of dudes.
3 big penises. That's why we have
What?
the shirt on there. So
Why did you have to say that?
what penises? Would you rather have sausages?
No, you
What,
just didn't have to
dicks?
say that.
What do you want? Big phalanges? What are phalanges?
Phalanges.
Moving on. So, well, welcome. Some updates. As you can see, a lot of people aren't here. It's the main core group, actually, just us. So
We killed the rest.
Yeah, we killed them.
I finally did it.
They're in the bathroom. Blood on the floor. This is our suicide team.
Wow, this has gone so
Super
many
bad.
directions, like so quickly.
This is why it's Twitter.
Jesus.
So anyway,
That's what happened when
they're
your
coming.
wife's not here.
Exactly. So my wife, currently Cass, will not be joining us tonight. She's working, so she's saving people's lives as we speak. And then we have Lindsay, who has already saved people's lives and is on her way over here. BJ, who is not sure if he's benefiting life as we speak, but he will be on at some point.
He apparently just saw Ant-Man and the Wasp.
So,
I'm sure we'll
whatever.
hear about that.
We don't endorse them. We don't shit. So. Speaking of endorsements and sponsorships and stuff, we're connecting with Nerd Brew. They're a Discord channel, just a bunch of community, a community here actually, rather in Tampa. Just a bunch of people that get together, play some board games, D&D, from what I understand, Magic the Gathering. Just a whole bunch, a big community here in Tampa Bay. So I would look them up on Discord. Get connected with them. They're really cool. They've been helping us out, and you'll see us pop in here and there into their events as well. So the ones that we can approach anyway. Another one is Sunshine Games. Sunshine Games has also been very generous to us, and also kind of helped us out as well. So I would definitely stop by them. They're actually in the Temple Terrace area. So stop by them. Say you heard from us. That'd be kind of cool, and we can kind of work some stuff out. I know that I am actually working on trying to get a day where we might be able to stream just something there, whether that be Magic or
for clarification for people out there, Sunshine Games is a card shop for
there you
playing Magic the Gathering, playing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, that whole thing. It's kind of like a comic book store, except they strictly do more of tabletop games and card games and stuff. So
So keep an eye out on that. What else? Next week we'll be here regular time. I don't have
hopefully
any.
everybody will be here.
It looks like Mr. BJ has decided to join us.
There he is, dude.
What up?
Saw.
Dude.
So anyway, so to continue, we'll be here next week, so no worries on that. So to continue, Lindsay will be joining us here shortly, Atreya, but we're going to go ahead and dive right on in to what is happening. So our heroes have gone back to Tortola to kind of finish some unfinished business, one of which being going into the Caverns of Tortola to find this plug of rocks that the goblins somehow dug up to prevent water from coming into the caverns, as they could use it as a means to attack the city. After defending that city, you made an agreement with some worms in Primordial to reestablish the water foundation in the caverns. After some time, you guys came back, found out what is plugging up the holes, and are on your way down there to release that pressure. On your way down there, you realized that there was some wildlife that have kind of taken root there, some of which have been some piercers, which are like worm-like things that kind of stick to the ceiling and drop down and attack you on the way down. But you found out pretty quickly that they're pretty easy to beat. It's just a matter of getting them before they get you. From our clever cleric, just kind of shooting out a whole bunch of cantrips and just destroying what he could, making a small path, allowed you guys to pass somewhat unfazed. As for our barbarian and our druid,
The not so clever crew.
the not so clever crew, they decided that they were gonna fly in eagle form and try and beat the piercers with speed, but with a lot of piercers on the floor, on the ground, on the floor, on the ceiling, being able to see you, made attacks and put you out of that real quickly. So our heroes are down in the cavern, where we'll pick it up with Rahoon and Emerald, our druid and barbarian, as you guys are standing still in the middle of the cavern, up ahead of the group, where it looks like some big creatures have emerged from the dirt. As you see, they seem to be very massive in size, almost have a hunchback, if you will, bug-like creatures with two massive pincers, hairs that kind of come off of their arms, as well as like two little antennas, and they're just kind of going around. You hear a variety of clicks. There was a conversation in the last stream about speaking with animals. So to clarify on that, speaking with an animal is also a beast as well. So if you come across a beast or an animal, speak with animals will work for both.
But not monstrosity.
Correct. It is a monster. It's a different class. With that being said, we will go ahead and jump on in as you guys are there, and you just see as these two creatures seem to be looking around, just kind of waiting for something.
I'm still looking at him, waiting for him to tell me something, because you were the one who told me to stop.
Correct. And we're still standing there, as I'm still trying to figure it out.
After a little,
I whisper.
Go
Go ahead. Sorry. Nope, you're good.
After a little bit of time, you notice as you hear another smaller digging, as you see a smaller creature appear. As it's the same creature, just almost a baby. As you hear the small little pincers.
Oh god.
And you see as the two start moving around, and they kind of go over to the other tunnel.
Are any of the piercers dropping on these guys?
No.
So from this point on, it probably looks like there's not any more of those like piercer things on the top, or they're just not affecting them.
You can make an investigation check.
Make an investigation check. Apologize now, guys. I'm using Juan's dice, so my rolls are going to be terrible.
The DM's dice are always good to use. Just saying.
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really tell.
Okay, can't really tell. Hey, Emerald.
Yeah. Yes.
I assume these are a little family of things.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Probably looking either for food or a safe place to go, so they probably aren't going to actually try and start anything. I want to try and maybe scare them off, bud. Use that druid animal speak, maybe make a large predator noise, intimidate them.
Do what now?
Saying, can you alter your voice to sound like some type of predator of some sort, a large predator of some sort, to potentially intimidate them and scare them off?
Well, do we need to scare them off?
Well, we can wait until everybody's here and then decide, but if we're going to do that, then can you check to see if there's any more of those falling rock things?
In the distance, you also notice you can kind of tell as you see little sparks of what seem to be fire coming off of the ceiling. As you can see up ahead, Baltimore is just kind of just casting sacred flame on each one as he's just kind of making a small path toward you in this cavern. Based on the information that you've had so far, you know that if you were to keep coming, you could alert them.
I'm going to pray to Gaia, and I'm going to see what she thinks. I'm going to ask her, what potentially could come of this situation?
Are they loud?
Who's loud.
Can like I distinctly hear them coming up?
You could hear like in the distance the shoo, shoo, shoo. As you hear like little shrieks and whatnot. But I mean they're still pretty far in the distance.
Just like psst.
Like you do that really loud.
Like loud enough to where maybe they might be able to hear me, but not like super loud.
The creatures are closer than they are.
Oh, okay. So if I go back, are all those like fuchsia pods like gone, or I don't know.
Any words of
I
wisdom?
just kind of like
Okay.
wave my arms to see if like they notice me. I stealthily try to get their attention.
Sure. You stealthily try and get their attention. Make a perception check, ultimately. You get no response from Gaia. It's almost as if there's really no set destiny for
They'll tell
this
me
area.
one time that your perception usually is 36. He's gonna get like a 12.
Yeah, it's not that good. 22.
22?
It's not that good.
I rolled a 9.
22.
I'm gonna say you see something in the distance, but you're quite not sure what it is.
Honestly, I would probably just assume it's more of these critter things running around. So I'm just,
Got it.
hi-ho, off to work we go.
I'm gonna cast produce flame, and I'm gonna throw the flame like away from us to see if they like
Which direction?
further down the tunnel. No, in the opposite direction.
No.
Actually,
Throw it at them. Just purposely miss.
yeah, I think I'll throw it like towards the wall, but like away from them.
Okay. You see as some of them, one of the bigger ones actually like immediately goes to attack the flame, as the other one kind of like picks up the smaller one and just starts digging into the side of the tunnel.
The
Oh,
other one of them starts producing flame itself?
No, they attack the flame.
Oh, they attack the flame.
The other one picks up the smaller child and then runs in, like pretty much starts digging a tunnel to get away from
Oh, I'll
said
use
flame.
this opportunity then to hide behind some of the stagnant rocks that are on the ground and stuff and stuff.
Sure, you're gonna move.
Just go into stuff.
Do you move?
Not really, no. I'm just.
Are you taking a step? That's what I need to know.
If that requires me to take a step to go in stealth, sure. If not, then no.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Okay.
The second you see as Rahoon goes to take a step back behind us, one of those stalactites, whatever's pointing upward, you notice as one of the beasts that attacked, he twitched, like his head twitches in your direction.
I throw another flame down the hole where the two went.
23.
This time because he's already attacked one of the flames, he already knows that the other one's not. It's just another one of the same things. What was that?
23.
23. So you get back behind one of the stalagmites or stalactites, whatever, which one. However, the more steps you take, Emerald, you notice that he starts narrowing in on your location, and then he starts taking a couple steps towards you.
Oh boy. I'm still I'm just stone. I'm not moving. For the time being.
Go on in. You didn't lock the door, did you? So you're starting to come in, and you see off in the distance with your dark vision. You notice that you do see as Rahoon's like kind of backed up against the stalactite or stalagmite, and and then you see Emerald is just frozen solid, looking in the direction you're going.
Um.
Do you do anything?
So
Oh,
beasts
I thought you were
are
talking to him.
my-
Yeah, that whole time I was talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me. So I visually see him, like as I'm. Okay, so I look in the direction. Do I see?
You don't
the
see
sensor?
anything past him.
Okay, so
You just see that he's hiding, or attempting to hide, and then you see Emerald. He's just.
I think that's honestly has been one of the best stealths that I've gotten, and it's like ineffective right now.
Trump
so
sense.
I try to look. Do I see anything up ahead that would cause them to?
Make an investigation check.
It's always my worst one. Oh, 19.
19? Yeah, you actually see as
Oh, actually, that's. Oh, nope, wrong character sheet. Yep, 19. Solid.
You see as you look kind of ahead, you notice that big creature. I will allow you to make a history check. By the way, while he's rolling, I just want to say hey to all the viewers out there. I can actually see all your chats and whatnot if you do chat. So just some viewers. Connor, hey. Commander Root, what's up?
Oh, what up,
Electrical, what's up? And
Yo.
Slow Cool, what's up?
Connor's one of my boys from PS4 Online, dude. Like he's
Oh.
one of the guys that we play like Fortnite with and stuff once in a while.
Oh, that's dope. Well, hey,
Yeah.
man, I appreciate you watching, man. So, actually, he just messaged in the thing. So,
Two.
Two.
Would I be able to turn myself into that beast
Thank you, Connor.
I just see
or monster?
the silhouette of a creature.
yeah, of something that may look familiar. Not 100% sure. You may have heard of it.
Does it? Do I just see like a random silhouette, or do I see like a roughly?
No, you see
accurate
like the bigger
proportion?
creature silhouette. Yeah.
Okay. Does it look bigger
Hey.
than me?
What was that?
Does it look bigger than me?
Yes.
Like how big?
I mean, it's pretty big. I'm gonna go with probably about 8 feet tall, like twice your size.
So I point that out to Cass and Atreya.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Hey.
y'all see that up there?
Sorry, we were talking.
Do you see that up there?
Do I see it? I don't know that he pointed it out.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay. Can I do a history check to see if it's something that I recognize?
Would it be possible
Sure.
to polymorph
Creature I
into
know.
the creature?
Anything about?
If you know the creature, yes.
Well, I can see it.
11.
But do you know it? Like,
I
what's,
know
what's
it
the
now.
nature of polymorph? Is it just that you just have to see it?
Yeah, I think so.
It says this spell transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form.
Oh. Yeah. That sounds good.
It says the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn myself into that creature.
It's you can transform a creature you can see within in range.
Correct.
Yeah, so can't he do it
Oh,
to
yeah,
himself?
Alright,
I do it with my
so
own
yeah.
hand.
So you're switching into that creature?
Correct.
So the target's game statistics, including are replaced by the statistics of chosen beast. Wow. Alright. BJ, I'm sending you a picture of the stats of what you are getting.
Awesome.
Lit. Let's do it.
He gets knowledge.
That's actually pretty stupid. Now think about it, but that's actually
That's why
it's smart for what you're doing.
That's
so
why everybody's saying that like druids in 5e are like the new wizards and stuff like that.
All right, bud, you got your stats coming, man.
Okay.
All right, so you see as now you saw Emerald, and then all of a sudden he just like starts developing this massive hunch, and he just gets big as he himself, like his ears kind of come down into these two massive pincers, and then you just see as now he is replicating or is or actually could be the exact same thing of what you're seeing up ahead.
Oh, that's
I,
so good.
But we see Emerald. We see that it's Emerald transforming.
I'm still
Yeah.
like
You see,
trying.
it's you know it's Emerald.
Okay.
I'm stealthing and I'm more focused on where this other one is. So I'm assuming at some point I would like look over and finally see like what Emerald is turned into, and it's like the same thing, and I would be like, and I would grab the nearest rock and throw it at him.
Okay, you throw it at Emerald. You throw it at Emerald.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So you throw it at. Do you deliberately hit him? Like, do you need to roll an attack?
I don't know it's him. I'm assuming I don't know it's him only because of the fact that I was stealthing and I was trying to hide from the
No,
other
no, no.
one.
You see it. You see him. He's not that far from you.
I refuse to see him then. Because
Sounds
this is
good.
funnier.
So he throws a rock at you, and you just get a little tap as the rock hits the ground. Emerald, you notice that you literally, not that you hear it, but you feel it. Like you literally feel the rock as it like touches the ground, and it bounces
Wow.
a little bit. And it's
But I
almost
can't
like
see.
you can't see it. It's almost like an echolocation, if you will.
Mhm.
Sonar.
Kind of, yeah. It's tremor sense. He has tremor sense at this
Yeah.
point. And actually, you see as you can actually feel Baltimore, Atreya, and Cass as every step that they take is like
Mhm.
almost like a sonar straight to you.
Well, to be fair, we probably would have stopped moving when we see an 8-foot tall silhouette.
Okay.
Just
So you
saying.
stop moving.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And now
you,
seeing Emerald, I definitely would not move.
I wouldn't
Curious
really
as
understand
to
what's
what
going
the hell
on quite yet.
exactly.
I would need time to process.
so are you moving?
No.
All right.
I'm
So,
kind of like hanging back
I'm
and
just
watching this.
testing him
I'm
out.
watching this unfold, really.
No worries. So Cass takes a couple steps, but she does end up stopping. But you do see as you.
That's how you get around it.
Yes. Okay. So you do know where their location is currently at, and then you also feel this other creature as it kind of shifts through the cavern, making its way towards you.
Ooh, he can probably understand it now, can't he? Being that he is it.
Do I have the ability to speak to it? I'm gonna try to speak to it. Hello, friend.
According to Polymorph,
You take the form of that piece.
as long as wait.
It retains alignment and personality.
Okay, so Chandrian is equal to... Okay, the target's game statistics include mental ability score are replaced by the statistics of chosen beast. It retains the alignment and personality. I'm going to say yes, because a language is technically a game statistic.
Okay,
But you still have your personality.
correct.
A mental statistic.
Oh, check this out. A creature is limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form. It can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech. So you cannot talk.
All right, I'm gonna try to speak to it.
You just told you
What
you
did
can't.
I-
You walked away from the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, you walked through. Okay, so if you go down to the last paragraph, or second to last
Yes.
paragraph, it says you are limited to the actions in which you can perform. So, the nature of its new form. It can't speak, cast
Okay.
spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech.
Okay, but what? They have to have some type of communication, though.
Huh?
They have to have some type of communication.
They do. You just can't speak.
He can understand.
You can
But I
understand, but they can't speak.
You can understand him, you just can't speak.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to portray whatever type of body language or
He's about to charade it.
yeah, I'm gonna like if it has to be like feelers or however you want to do it, I'm gonna try to present myself in a non-confrontational like.
So how do you present yourself in a non-confrontational way, Emerald?
So with my body language, my stance, however it's standing right now, like I'm sure this creature is standing one inquisitive but also on like the defense. So I'm gonna try to like just slightly like present my guard down.
Okay, how do you present your guard down? That's what I'm asking. What
He's submissive.
form of body language are you using?
I will lower my head just enough to where like I kind of like bow, but I could still see in front of me, and kind of just get low.
Okay, so you get low, almost to a low bow.
Correct.
Wait, so he just takes this rock that I threw at his face. I'm just sitting there like, fuck. And then it just goes way and bows, and I'm like,
All right. So, you see as the Umber Hulk, as you know now, it's an Umber Hulk.
Yep.
He kind of presents himself, and he kind of comes up as he's now getting within range to see you.
Mm-hmm.
As he kind of gets himself big and he gets wide.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear a very like almost like clicking,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of reaches you as you hear like almost staticky, state your name.
So I'm gonna state my name in the same clickish, so knowing that it's now spoken to me, I will also get big and speak in the same tone, but like with confidence and saying, "My name is Emerald."
That's great. You can't speak.
Oh, correct. You are correct. Well, I'm still gonna get big,
Okay.
but I'll still put my head down, like to like give it some sort of respect. So I'll get big, but my head's down.
Make a animal handling check.
Okay. With my whose stats am I using? My own.
Use it. It's +0.
Okay. Oh, nat 20. I'm not even lying to you.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
So, as you get big, it immediately just starts to bow down, and he says, I mean no harm.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My child, you saw, I will leave. I'm sorry.
So I just
and you
I
see as it
stand
begins to back up. It begins to back
yeah.
up. You
So I
see
just
as like
stand there like,
you see
God.
as it just gets massive. Standing at this time like just 9 feet tall, just massive arms. Just like one arm is just massive.
I understand.
As you see as it kind of
So
backs
not
up,
tiny,
and it
massive.
backs up probably about 15 feet, and then just turns and just runs, and then just starts digging away at the side.
Dang.
Pick up another rock. It's just him now. It's just him standing there.
Yeah.
Pick up another rock and throw it at the back of his head.
Sure.
Okay, so what I'm now going to do, now that this thing's gone, correct?
Yeah, it's gone. And you see
Okay,
his.
so
the
do I have
silhouette.
a scent? Go ahead.
Do you have a scent?
No, do I have a sense of where
He went.
Rahun was before he left? Like before he stealthily tried
Yeah,
to
I
walk
mean, you
away?
know, like the general direction, not
I
necessarily.
also threw a rock at you.
Twice now.
Twice now.
What was
I
it?
have to know where he picked, like I can feel where he picked up a rock.
Again, I wasn't trying to be like
Yeah.
lethal or anything. I
You
just
know
wanted
exactly
to,
where
like,
he's at.
get
Oh,
his
yeah.
Okay,
That's so
so
nice.
I'm gonna get close to that. I'm gonna like go over there and scurry real close,
Okay.
dig a hole, and then dig a hole like just beneath, beneath the surface enough to where the ground's not gonna cave. Dig a hole, and I'm gonna dig a hole from where Rahun is to where Baltimore and them are.
I can see him doing this, start digging and everything.
Yeah, you see as now he just starts digging.
And then I'm gonna come back and, like,
I
keep
move
my
away
head
from whatever spot I'm in. I just start walking towards the rest of the group.
Sounds good. So after some time, you guys
Easy solution.
you guys reconnect as you see this Emerald's weird body like sporadically just pops his head out of the ground. It's like, and then he zigs back down.
Alright. So I'm gonna look over at the group and say, okay, well, that just happened. Shooting.
You notice as you're moving now, you just like you're shooting and there's just fire, but there doesn't seem to be any piercers anymore.
Okay. I
So,
still keep doing
I'm
it
gonna-
just in case there's like
Yeah.
the occasional one that's out there.
Sure.
I'm just
Am I in front of them?
Looking for that sniper shot.
yeah. Cause that'd be that one time that I don't do it and they
Yeah.
crit right through my skull.
He's just like, hey, we're good guys.
Yeah. Crap! Grab the clear. Oh.
Oh, that guy. All right. So,
Am I in front of them or am I near them? Do they see me?
yeah, yeah. They
He
see.
just said he like whack-a-mole it.
Yeah, we definitely don't need you on Skype, man. You gotta be here.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna like try to get their attention because I'm gonna dig a hole from where I am to like the rest of the way, so that they don't get hit anymore. But I mean, he's taking out these things, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I'm still doing this.
All right, well I'm gonna dig a hole the
If
rest
they-
of the way.
If they can dig holes, then what's to say that like if we start crawling through this hole or whatever, and then it's like, oh shit, hey, there's water coming from one end, and there's a family of pincers in front of us. You know, whatever, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they are.
How long can you be in polymorph?
Up to an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd say you're probably about an hour out by now.
Okay, so I'm gonna get pretty much all the way there, and then right before I'll just come up from the ground. I'm not trying to get stuck underground.
Yeah, and as you keep doing it, there doesn't seem to be any retaliation or anything from there. But as you guys get up, you just notice that yes, there seems to be like a 60 or 50, 60 foot, just like massive stone dam, if you will. Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
completely plugging this area, almost
Huh.
rocks.
I'm going, sorry.
You see as there seems to be like some kind of I guess liquid base, but it's kind of like some kind of like tar or like a substance in between the rocks that seems to be keeping
a
everything
sealant?
together. Yeah.
Of sorts.
I want to investigate that. Use forging to see if I know what this solution or stuff might be. If it's like a makeshift cement.
Sure.
I mean, it still counts.
Sure.
You might use if you maybe leather down there.
Sure.
So with forging, so 22.
It's definitely a mixture of some kind of compound, but it's not
Really-
necessarily
really
a
sticky?
forge. You would say more of like an alchemist might know,
Okay,
or
so
somebody
really
with
sticky,
potions. No, it's actually like almost hard.
almost hard.
Yeah.
Am I able to break any of it off and like take some of it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we've been traveling for a good bit.
What should I?
Well, you guys rested, and then you were about. You guys did rest.
We rest right before we walk through.
the piercers.
Piercers.
So you're about like half a day, but
What should I write this down?
you guys
as?
started at the beginning of the day, so it's probably toward the afternoon,
What should I write down?
end of day. Just put it as Tortola.
Tar.
Yeah, there you go, Tortola tar.
I don't know about you guys, but I think maybe we should rest before we try to open up this dam.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, we have been traveling for about half a day right now since the last time that we rested. So
I kind of want to like investigate kind of the area more. I kind of want to look around. I want to look
Same.
at the rocks, how high they go, see if there's any sort of like, I don't know, anything that kind of stands out to me. Like if there's some sort of like little makeshift symbol or I don't know, anything to kind of.
No check
mark.
necessary. It's about 50 feet high. Other than the substances that you see, you don't see like any other marks. I mean, you see like the occasional like handprints and stuff where you can see like maybe like people were digging or like maybe put in it, but they're old.
Do I hear like water behind
No.
the wall?
I want to do two things. First, I want to just collect some like natural minerals and rocks of this whole place. Some of the stalagmites, just enough to where I have a different kind of thing of everything, with the different types of rocks that are here.
Sure.
Just a little bit of it, and then the second thing is I want to study this wall. Use stones knowledge or whatever I have done.
Stonework?
Stonework, thank you. I want to do stonework. I want to use like stonework for it, forging, whatever I can to try and pinpoint weak spots of this wall.
Sure.
I mean, however long it takes, I want to
Stonework,
study
yeah.
it. So
Make 3 checks for me.
three checks, and I want
Stonework.
to use stonework. Okay, so it would be history. Or what
Whatever stonework is.
Okay, history. With advantage. First one would be 17, natural 20, and then 15.
So based on the formations of the rocks and how everything kind of comes together, you can see that the weak point seems to be, like, if you're looking at it in terms of a square, the weak point tends to be like up toward the middle, like about 75% of the way up, 50% of the way in. That seems to be the weak point, but you can definitely tell that not only is this wall of rock, there seems to be maybe some kind of other substance or something behind it that's also reinforcing this rock.
Okay, but that's the. Okay, I realize.
You do know that that is going to be the weak spot just based on all the stones and everything and how they're placed. But you also realize that there's something
Something else,
behind it
yeah.
that's also reinforcing this.
Okay, I
Stone.
relay all of that, and then I ask if somebody, how tall is that spot? Am I able to reach that spot on the wall?
No.
Didn't think so.
You would say probably maybe about 35 feet up, 35, 40 feet up.
Okay. I was gonna. I got paid. I can mark it with an X, so we know it. But I need to figure out how to get up there. Did we grab that climbing gear?
We got a pack of ourselves at the goods store.
Make sure you're speaking up. The mic is not picking you guys up at all. Or just pull them closer to you guys. I mean, heck, you can just hold it like a microphone.
Is that better?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, much better. Oh my god.
See, I'm not quiet. Yeah, what was the name of the pack that we got?
I'm not quiet.
But it's.
Explorer pack.
Yeah,
Explorer pack.
I asked for that. Cass already gave it to me.
Okay.
But it doesn't have climbing gear in it, I believe.
I don't
So-
think we specifically got climbing gear though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately not. So what I'm gonna do real quick.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
I create food and water.
Perfect. With some of that water he takes, I will make just a little bit. I just want to make some natural mud,
Sure.
and I'll chuck it up there if I have to, just to make a clear spot that shows like weak point.
Sure, make another athletics check.
I want to cast Divine Sense. See if there's like anything. I feel like anything like evil behind the wall, ignoring
Yeah, ignoring theirs, no.
their
15.
anything,
15? Yeah, you hit it.
any fiend, celestial,
It's-
anything,
General area.
Yeah. What was that?
any like fiend, celestial, singing.
No.
When I throw Divine Sense, nothing.
I'm resting the whole time while they're trying to do all this, by the
Cool.
way.
Yeah, I mean, once I've marked it, I'm gonna just collect some of that the minerals and material I wanted to get, some rocks.
Sure.
And just
Emerald,
go ahead.
Emerald, you're gonna take third and fourth watch.
Yeah, sure.
He's a full elf, right? I know I asked this every freaking time. Okay.
I can cast both.
I don't even know if he's a full elf or half elf.
What did I say?
I was just wanted to clarify, like, most of these things, like, most of the places we go, and I'm collecting these, like, rocks and all this kind of stuff, I want to clarify that I'm usually taking stuff that I think I might be able to use in my forge kind of things. like just basic materials I might be able to melt down or be able to just like grind down or something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you might be
know
able
what
to smelt it. Yeah. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
just like little things like that. That's all.
yeah. Okay.
Just so for future reference, if it comes up and I'm like, oh, I want to use this as some material.
Yeah, like basic
specific-
materials. I know what
yeah,
you're talking about, yeah.
Specifically. Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
I would like to detect magic.
Ooh. Okay. Anything in particular?
Just magic. can I broad spectrum that?
Are you just like looking at the wall? Like, tell me what you're looking for.
Okay, I am looking at the general vicinity that we are. So I'm going to be looking at the wall, like all 50 feet high, wide.
No
and
magic.
No magic. I'm going to be also looking at the ground that we're at. If there's like some sort of like trigger or sensor. We
No
can get
match.
too close.
No magic.
I'm going to be looking for like any like aura.
Somebody
or-
fell asleep, or is everybody still awake? Just out of curiosity.
He fell asleep.
Okay, he's asleep. You sleep.
I'm awake right now.
Any like magical like aura, like items. I'm gonna look at some like rocks that are in the area.
None on the rocks.
Stalagmites.
None on the
that are
stalagmites.
hanging. What else?
None of the environment is magical. How's that?
Okay, none of the environment is magical. Is there like some sort of hidden creature that I can't see but see their magic?
No.
If-
Make an investigation check.
If you end up looking at me, my entire body lights up.
Well, like I
Just to
detect
clarify about the
magic
sleeping and stuff,
around you,
I'm doing
and
all
I've
this
seen
stuff,
your
like,
armor
because
before.
Dad said we still have like
Sure.
half a day. I'm using the rest of half a day to do all the things
Shut
that I'm
up.
describing right now
Sure.
until it's the very last minute.
Get it out of the way.
Sleep to get my full rest.
Sure.
I want to test so that little bit of tar. I kind of want to just like take a very small piece of it. Did we start a fire or anything? Have
Let me finish with her first. So,
A natural one.
natural one. You're like looking around. You're like, man, there ain't nothing magical. Like you're looking at Baltimore. He like you see him clearly light up. You're like, he ain't magical.
I know he is though, just because I've looked at him before.
I mean, you look at her, you look at him, you see magic. You look at Rahun, you see magic. You see Cash, she has magic.
But you've kind of known all
What
of
I've
that.
known, yeah. That's stuff I know. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, oh, guess there's nothing magical
It's
around
like
here.
right there.
I know, he's like, what specifically are you asking
Yeah.
for? Natural one, doesn't matter.
You needed it too.
What's name? All right. So what are you getting?
I just wanted to take a piece of that little bit of tar and stuff like that, and
Do we want to take a break? Is that what we're doing?
I just want to get water. I'm gonna be like a minute.
May I bother you for a sacred flame on this little piece of tar to see if it's flame?
Oh, hold on. You're asking me that?
Yeah, I'll give you a gold piece.
Yeah. As soon as you do, I literally just go.
I give him a single gold piece. Don't you want to know if I set fire to this place and we're gonna blow up or not?
Something magical's gonna happen.
Sacred flaming.
Okay. So it's just a little small piece that I separated from the big collection that I grabbed and stuff like that. Just want to see if it's flammable.
You sacred flame it, and it's just there. It doesn't seem to take flame or anything. It doesn't melt. It just still hard.
Hard, solid.
Yeah.
Nice. Just a precaution, just in case it.
No, good idea actually.
Once again, I remind
Since you
everybody.
don't speak common, we blow up.
I just want to remind you guys that not only that might be a weak spot for the rocks, but something behind it is reinforcing it as well.
I wonder if the spot behind it that's reinforcing is magical.
I wonder if Emerald can use his stone bell to go through it.
I tried to get a sense if there's anything magical around, but I didn't get a sense. Does anyone else want to check that out?
I don't use magic. I don't know how to use magic.
I'm speaking for those who possibly are magic users.
Excuse me. Just trying to help.
You have been very helpful actually. You
Thank you.
determined the weak spot, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's that big mud area there that's
You just see it's just
trailing
like-
down.
Kind of
It's like-
dripping or
Yeah.
falling
And you're just like,
a little
I think
bit.
it may be like a foot above that, but
It's right around
it's
there.
up in that area.
When the time comes, go for the money. Aim for the money.
Okay, so who's on first watch? I can do first watch. And if everyone else wants to rest.
I guess I'll just take some of the food. I'll take some of the rations that I have in the ale, and I'll drink that before I go to bed, and then I'll pull out my orb. Is that saying anything? Okay, I stare at it, and I keep.
Like you're
I'm just
drawing
like
demons
questioning,
with a
like,
deep
what
end.
does I am the weapon mean? I keep thinking about that until I just get tired and go to sleep.
So I'm just, walking around trying to be vigilant.
You
keep
see
my
as
eyes
like
open.
Cash, she like takes some time to like look through like the bag of holding, and she's just looking through her stuff and whatnot.
So I was asleep.
So everybody's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Who's first watch?
Everybody roll initiative.
Me.
You.
Probably you and Cass first.
First watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the both of you. Just because I have stupid high perception.
Oh, okay.
And Cass only needs 4 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So, all right. So you guys ship. Nothing happens.
Okay. Alright, so, I'm all gonna be third or fourth, yeah, so I'll go to, who needs,
I need the 8 hours for sure.
yeah, he needs 4 hours, so
Yeah.
first,
He's second.
It would
and
have
third.
been me.
Okay.
I was second.
okay, so I go and wake up Baltimore
Sure.
for the shift. Nothing
Oh.
eventful.
I wake up.
Nothing happens during your shift.
Okay, I'll wake up. Emerald.
Okay. Emerald, you wake up.
Yes, indeed.
Cool. You go to sleep. Alright, Emerald, you doing anything?
Just gonna go take a closer look at this wall that they plan on breaking down. Try to see how,
Look at that smile
Dan-
that just
I
protruded on his
know,
face.
I'm just
He's holding
waiting
it
for
back.
it, I'm just waiting
He's holding
for
it back.
So, you go up to the wall. What are you doing?
I'm just kind of like looking at, is it, stones connected, or is it just like one slate?
It's
Or what-
it's a variety of rock, stone, this substance.
The substance, that's the substance, substance would kill us.
Substance. Okay. And does it like, can I like see through the substance, or is it?
No,
It's
it's pretty bland. It's not like
Okay.
opaque. It's not like translucent. It's dark.
Okay. Do I get a sense of how like dense or thick the wall is, or is there an opening, or is it like all just connected from like the
Rahun,
walls at the top? The
Rahun
ceiling?
did inspect it and told you where the weak point was, and that it is indeed reinforced behind it.
Oh, I was asleep, so I didn't hear any of that.
It was before
It
you went
was
to sleep.
before you went to sleep, but yeah.
I got there and I went to sleep.
No, you do not know how dense it is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just kind of sit and wonder what their plan is. Think about how they're gonna break through this wall. Just kind of take a walk.
I didn't realize that we focused so much on how to get out that we didn't realize. Like, we didn't bring any dynamite, we didn't bring any explosives for this
So,
wall.
what you said you take a
I
walk.
thought we had a plan.
No, I just kind of like walk near the wall, and then I like, just surround the perimeter and take watch.
All right. Okay. So your shift comes to an end.
Okay. I'm gonna wake him up.
You wake up.
What?
Are we ready to get this over with?
Yeah. I'm up. I splash some ale in my face.
I do a quick prayer to Belarus.
You wake up. You realize that you have a gold coin in your hand.
Why? I just say that. Why? And I hold it up. Why?
Why what?
Why? Gold coin in hand. Why? Wasn't here when I was.
I ignore him until I'm done praying.
So she's like,
I inspect the coin.
I'm not gonna even open up my eyes.
okay.
I'm not even opening up my eyes. I'm praying. I'm hanging.
I inspect the gold coin. Does it look like the rest of the currency that I have? Just looks like regular coin and stuff like that. Don't trust this. Oh, is it where the orb would have been? Do I still have the orb?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's like orb in one hand, gold coin in my other.
Yeah.
Brought it up. Anybody gonna answer?
I just shake my head at the fact that he's going on about gold again, and I just walk over to Emerald.
All right.
So,
I'll put it right in my pocket.
Emerald, what do you feel about this? Think you can hit that point?
Hit what point? What are we talking about here? What's going on?
He was asleep for all this, remember?
That mud section that Rahun threw up there.
It's definitely like
Crusted
10,
over.
15, yeah, feet down, crusted.
So where the point originated from. So just follow the trail up around there. Or ask him to throw something
Yeah,
else
like-
again.
Like look up to it. And you said it's 10 to 15 feet up.
35 feet up.
Yeah, and then my
30.
that coin
Okay.
has actual gold.
And it's just like a center of mud.
What was that?
It's like a. It looks weaker. Is that what you said?
From the information that was gathered, that point is supposed to be the weakest
Oh.
point.
Yeah, since he was sleeping, I relayed that to him. Sorry.
Okay. But it's still stone. Is that yeah? Is that what it-
From what it looks like, yeah, it's stone.
Well, I look back at Baltimore and I'm like, what did you have in mind for this whole plan? Because my plan, as far as my objective, what I was told, is to get you people out of here. I didn't know I'd be breaking down walls.
Yeah, you're gonna shape the earth or whatever.
You want me to shake the earth?
Shape. Like, don't you have some stone shaped something where you can turn this stone into something else? So that way
I mean, yeah, I could make a small passageway,
yeah.
but that's assuming that the wall is no thicker than 5 feet.
So you do it a couple of times.
A couple of times. I have 2 opportunities to do this. 2.
So you do it 2 times. And
All right,
see
you ready?
where we go
Let's do
from
it
there.
now.
Emerald.
So I start to
Hold on, Emerald.
huh?
Remember that time when you just melded yourself into the wall?
Correct.
Can you actually travel through the wall?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay, never mind, proceed.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Emerald is shaking,
Shifting.
shifting,
Shaping it.
shaping, not
Shaping.
shaking.
No.
Shaping.
Yeah, he's gonna
With
force
P,
it.
not a K, P.
Okay. Alright.
Proceed.
I thought there was gonna be we're trying to try to find the water source behind it, because I feel like if he shapes and rearranges this and the water breaks through, all of a sudden we're done.
So that's why
Yes.
he's making
What's
a
the
little
plan
hole.
afterwards?
So
Because
that way
if
it funnels through and it gives us time to run back.
I guess my only worry is that we don't know what this substance is, and once he starts
That's
moving
why we
things
start small.
around. Alright.
Yeah, just make it small.
so what are we doing after this?
Running, if it works.
Yeah, we gotta figure out if it works first.
That's it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna do it once. So I cast stone shape, and I'm gonna try to create, like it says, a small passage through a wall, so that some of this water or whatever we're thinking is behind it can come out.
So you
Saw the chat. Yeah.
So you push, so you go to shape the stone and you kind of push it forward, or pushing it, to make this tunnel.
Mhm.
And you see that beyond that 5 feet margin, there's more stone.
Do I get a sense of how much stone it is?
You have no idea.
All right. So I I push it back, and I'm like, I let them know. I was like, well, there's still more stone behind it. So I've got one more chance to do this, and if this doesn't work, what's our next game plan?
We come back with
You
a shit ton of explosives.
you rest for 4 hours.
Yeah, you rest for 4 hours and do it again.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's fine. So I go and I do it again.
I stand guard.
Sure. So you push, and now you're 10 feet past this wall. As you push everything through, you now hit what seems to be some kind of metal.
Metal. Huh. All right. So I like come out of this little like opening that I've made, and I look at them, and I say, "Hey, listen to this!" And I go up to the metal, and I just like hit it a few times to make like loud
Dink,
clinking
dink,
sound.
dink, dink.
I immediately
I'm like,
turn back down.
"You hear that?"
the game. Is it echo?
I'm already standing guard, so I'm watching for anything that might come from the distance.
With this like new opening and the new like surface of like that new metal, I'm gonna cast like detect magic again to see if I notice anything deeper down within the walls.
Nope.
So I
So
walk-
Cass is like, do we have anything that can get past metal?
Explosives.
I
Blow
don't
this
think
bad
ma-
boy up.
I don't think explosives can...
A shit ton of it can.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have an idea. I climb up there. Emerald, can we trade places? I'm bigger than you.
Sure. And I jump down.
So I crawl.
I'll catch you.
Is this big enough for me that I can get in through this hole with my armor? Or do I gotta take my armor off?
I would say you have to take off your armor.
Okay, so I take off my. But just like mainly the top part, like not my whole thing, right?
So it takes like 6 minutes to take it
Sure.
all off.
So I take that off, whatever. And then after 6 minutes goes by, I
You notice as his armor falls off, it goes back to like a dull gray.
I've seen it 100 times.
And it was gold.
Mm-hmm.
Prior.
So
I've definitely seen this before.
I put my hand on it, on the metal, and I just continuously do Sacred Flame over and over and over and over and over again.
Wait, I look at him, I say, are you trying to heat the metal? Because I can do that. I have that ability.
Is it a cantrip?
No, but it's a second level spell.
Okay, this is a cantrip. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Knock yourself out, kid.
So you do that, and after a long time, you begin to see as it like it has like a reddish tint, but you see that it's not going outside of a certain radius. Like it seems to cool off before it can actually seem to do any melting of the metal.
Okay. So we need to try to generate a massive amount of heat. That's my only idea right now because it's cooling faster than I can melt it.
So there's no water behind it, correct?
We don't know.
But I'm talking about behind the rocks, correct?
Well, there's metal behind the rocks. That's what we know.
Okay, let's get rid of all this rock first. Then let's see what we're really working with.
How are you going to get rid of 10 feet wide metal? Or, excuse me, stone.
Somebody who has stone shape.
So you want me to take out this whole wall? With stone shape?
Maybe a good portion of it, because there might be something like a sigil or an emblem of something behind this thing. Let's actually get a good look.
So I like this is to the DM. How big of a hole in comparison to the wall did I make with stone shape?
You made probably about a 5 to 10 foot gap, and it's approximately like 55 feet tall, maybe about 60 to 70 feet wide. It's pretty big.
So I look down at Rahun and I look back at the hole and I'm like, well, I've used up stone shape as much as I can, and unless you want to sit here and wait for me to take a nap, I think we need another plan.
Question: can Unseen Servant go through objects?
No.
So I go up. Is Baltimore up? Still near the hole or whatever. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
so I go up and I cast Keep Metal right where he was casting.
Oh, if he's climbing up, then I'll swap.
You
this.
swap pieces or swap pieces. You swap pieces.
Yeah, I'll swap places with him.
And I tell him, I say, before you get too far away,
Well,
we might need to hit this metal in order to do like some type of changing.
I don't think both of us can fit in here.
So so you bring this metal also to a piping hot, almost like white heat. However, you also notice that even though it's a bigger range, it still seems to be getting cooled off before it can actually melt.
Maybe because of the water that's behind it, that it's keeping it at a certain temperature that we can't melt the metal in time.
It's true.
I don't even know what you guys are really talking about. I know there's just a little bit piece of metal. I would like to be able to clear some more of that. I start clearing some of the rocks if I can.
I guess.
You try to move some of the rocks, but that substance that's in between it's not allowing you to move it.
I guess detect magic. Does the metal light up at all?
Nope.
Yeah, she did that also.
Start asking more questions.
Not when there was metal.
Yeah, she did.
No, when there was rocks.
No, she said after this space is cleared, she goes, I use detect metal on the detect magic on the metal.
Oh, I didn't do that part. I don't do that. I was reading.
Well, I don't have any spells that can melt metal or control water or move anything around, so
Do we have any items, magical items, anything?
nothing that's gonna be strong enough to pierce this.
Hmm.
I'm looking at Kayla's to see if she has anything.
What if I were to turn back into that Umber Hulk and clear away this stone?
Would you be able to do it and then go around the door? Around this metal piece?
Oh, there's an idea. Let's try that.
So instead of it coming through the tunnel, it'll come around the side?
Possibly. I'm willing to give it a try.
Actually, go underneath.
Okay.
So it rises.
Yeah, so that way it's rising, if it works. Because if it's going in through the side, then it could erode and then cause problems.
Okay,
down the
so-
line.
That's the whole side of the wall and stuff.
I have a question with that. So because I was in that form, do I now know enough of that creature's stats or whatever to use that as a wild shape or wild beast? Does that make sense?
Is your polymorph concentration? I assume it is, but
Yeah, it's just going
Yeah, it's up here now.
I'm going to say because it says you transform a creature that you can see within range into a new form.
Mhm.
I don't think he uses a B shape, but he could do it again on himself because now he's already done it.
Yeah, that was my question. Can I use it as a wild beast, wild shape, beast shape?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I'll say yes for the nature of the spell.
Okay, but he's not using the spell. Is what he's saying. B shape is not polymorph.
Oh, B shape? Then no.
Yeah, because its challenge is too high.
Correct.
Use polymorph.
Yeah,
I can't. I've already used stone shape twice, so I need to rest.
Alright, so you rest and then we try it later.
All right.
I
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
rest.
climb down and I put my armor back on.
Sure. So you all rest for 4 hours?
I mean, I'm gonna try and figure out how I can move this stone. So I want to see what this metal is and see if there's any like.
You haven't even
sigil
seen the
on it.
metal.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see if I can move this stone and stuff. But you're saying like this tar stuff is like.
Yeah, it's not allowing you to move. Yeah, keeping it locked in place.
I think that like times that we've like slept maybe in the same room or something like that, you might have taken it off, but I don't know.
Well, I've learned to sleep with my armor on.
So I don't
'Cause
know.
would this have been the first time that she would have seen me with my armor off?
I don't
No,
think so.
there's another
I
time
really
that
don't
you
think
have.
so, but yeah.
So yeah, I'm
anybody,
resting.
anybody doing anything for 4 hours? If not, we'll speed up.
I look at the weapons. I look at the sphere and I'm like, can you make things explode?
Yeah, we'll see.
Take out the skull of Gilfry.
Sure.
The dwarf.
Guilford?
Gilfrey. Is that it? Gilfrey or Gilfry?
I'm just gonna be meditating. And then I'll rest.
I'm just gonna put it like down
Sure.
next to me, in front of me. I put the orb next to it, and I'm just kind of like staring at both of them, just like, give me something. Tell me something.
So, you do that for 4 hours. Nothing. BJ, you rest for 4 hours.
Okay.
You go back up to that hole, yeah?
Yeah. Do I gain all my spell slots after 4 hours? I thought it was longer.
No, you rest. You're a full elf, aren't you?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
four-
I'm gonna go up to the wall and I'll use polymorph to change into the Umber Hulk and then dig underneath the wall, or as far underneath as I can before I hit metal.
Okay, yeah. So you start digging, and you go underneath the wall, and you keep going, and you're digging, and then all of a sudden, like, you feel like resistance as it starts to get harder and harder to dig through. As like now you're starting like gets stuck in the wall more and more. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving. Okay.
Yeah, as you realize that some of this stone is not actually stone; it's actually some of that substance that seems to be within this stonework
So like how far deep is he? Because
or rocks, I should say.
Because when people throw saving throws, they get the +5.
I mean, he's only probably like 10, 15 feet away.
Okay, well then if he's within like 10 feet, then he gets +5.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and add
+5.
+5 to what I already have.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 13, and the Umber Hulk is a +5. So do I add another +5?
Yeah, so you
Oh.
10 altogether.
So
23.
Yeah, that saves. So you're able to not get yourself stuck, and if you want to continue, you can if you'd like.
I'll go a little bit more, and then try to.
All right, so you dig another like 10, 20 feet. Go ahead and make another strength saving throw.
Okay. 14 plus 10, 24.
Yep, you passed. So you keep pressing on.
Yeah.
So you keep pressing on, and then eventually it begins to clear up again as you're able to dig a little bit further. And you would assume that you're probably past this wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to come up now to the surface.
Sure. So you dig up.
Yep.
You dig up, and you begin to know that, yeah, you're probably, based on your tremor sense, you're probably maybe about 5 feet off of this, the actual floor.
Surface. Okay. Do I sense anything above ground?
Giant metal
No.
wall, at least you can-
Nothing. No movement of water or anything.
You wouldn't feel movement. You wouldn't feel
Okay.
movement of water.
All right. So I'm gonna break through the surface.
You break through. Water begins to just continue to just pour into this hole that you've made.
All right. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go quick.
Yeah, the water's filling up quicker than you probably could get through. So you begin to start going through, and overharks are not good at swimming.
Okay.
So you're pushing through. Now you hit the molasses area of this stuff. I need you to make 3 strength saving throws with disadvantage.
Okay.
Poor
And the first 2 you are out of range.
Could I have said that?
Out of what?
Because
You're out of range of the +5, so don't add the +5.
I feel like we would have
Extra
done this,
plus
but
side.
could I have said that we
Okay,
we
okay.
actually tied
So,
the rope, the endless rope?
This one was 21 for the
You
first
would have,
one.
but you didn't say it for the nature.
Alright.
What?
21 for the first one with disadvantage.
Okay, and that's without the +5, right?
Correct.
Okay, second
Only
one?
one, because I still get a +5 from strength, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. And then the second one is the 13, so 18.
Yep. Pass.
Do I need, you only do one more, right?
Yep, one more. This one is disadvantage, but you get to add the 5 because you're within range. As at this point, you just start seeing water just start to rise again, like out of the hole that he just came through, but you don't see an emerald.
Okay. All right, so that one was 15, so 5, and then
25.
another 5, so 25.
25? Yeah, you got it. So eventually, like, the water's coming, and then you just see this Umberhorn just kind of break through, and he just kind of gets off and just
I
kind of
forget it's him, and I hit him in the head real quick.
Sure. Go ahead and make it
Throw
attack.
another, it's just another rock at him. That's all. I'm not actually doing any lethal or anything.
Alright, so you get another rock thrown at you from Emerald. Or from Ryan.
So I just look at him, and I'm gonna
You slap him? Alright.
try to swipe at his feet. So yeah, I'm gonna
Make
yeah.
an attack.
not slap him. I'm gonna knock him off his feet.
Make an attack. Make a dexterity save.
How fast is the water coming out?
It's rising pretty quickly. From the amount of water that's just coming from this 5 foot, you would know it'd probably take weeks, maybe a couple months for this whole cavern to be filled.
Okay. So I kind of just
Seven-
breathed
17.
a sigh of relief that Emerald made it out.
What was that?
17.
17.
17.
17. So he goes to swap, and you're just like you kind of just gotta kind of get nicked, but you don't get taken off.
Hey, calm it down.
But you do have water just starting to protrude from this hole.
I help pull him out of the hole.
Okay.
Pretty sure he said he got out and scuttered
Yeah.
out of
Either way.
I'm still in this form, so
I say a quick prayer to Valenius with giving thanks that he's alive too.
Sure.
Nice. I'm like, okay, so are we leaving now?
Alright. Water's coming back. I think we should head out of here.
I mean, based on what you know, and you know this, it will take a long ass time for this whole cavern to be filled.
Yeah, we need to make this hole bigger.
The worms said we had to bring water back. They didn't give us a time frame, did they?
I didn't talk to him.
Cass talked to him. Cass, did they give it?
I didn't talk to him.
It was that one
Tony?
Time Walker chick,
She talked to him.
Delirious.
so I hear them. Okay, how long have I been a Umberhole?
I don't know, maybe
Oh.
20 minutes? 20, 30
20?
minutes? 20, 30 minutes?
All right, I can probably make another hole before I have to turn back.
Maybe you want to.
I
Just
mean,
make this one bigger.
I just feel like
Without having
this
to go through that
is
process.
kind of a
Wait.
this is a safe win for us.
Hold
you
on.
know, we have plenty of time to get back.
Let's back up. Emerald, how are you telling us that?
I'm not. I'm thinking this in my head. You guys thought
He's
you
like-
heard that.
I'm thinking that even though this water is slowly going to come back, we're fulfilling our promise, and we can safely get out of here without worrying about having to drown us.
I mean, if Emerald could make another hole real quick, it just would help, even if it's a little bit. It just helps speed it up.
Yeah, I mean, we need to figure out some way to make a hole of some sort. Just something a little bit bigger.
Well,
This is
let's
gonna take
at
a very
least
long time.
tie a rope around him, so just in case he gets
Plus, we don't know
takes a
if
little bit longer. Like,
I tie the endless rope around.
Emerald. Emerald, can you make another hole for us? Can you even understand this?
Probably not. But I just start digging.
Yeah, since you already have the thought, I'll allow it. Alright, so you start digging.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make a three strength
You
saving
can
throws.
understand us, guys.
Wait, 3? Wait, do
Okay.
I get the +5 again, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you're still
Okay.
next to me.
Actually, you don't have to go through it. I feel like you don't have to.
That one was
Like, when
17,
something's
so
sticky and he knows where the water's coming from.
27,
What was that?
I don't know
22.
what the
27, 22.
Yeah, and?
20.
20 is fine. No, So you get to it and you break surface again. You're on your way back. Go ahead and make those disadvantage ones. The first two without the +5, third one with the +5.
Well, to be honest, if I would just start to feel the ropes snap, then I would start pulling.
All right. So
Wow.
make regular. No disadvantage. Just regulars.
Okay. So that first one was 15, so 20. 14. And 12, 17.
17 does not do it.
Well, did you only add 1 + 5, or did you add 10?
No, I only added one.
So
Okay,
the last
that
one
one's
should
fine.
be,
Yeah,
Oh wait,
so-
no, to the last one. If we're adding it to the last one, then it would be 22.
Yeah, then you're good.
Okay.
So yeah, you see as water now starts coming from that end. I need everyone to make investigation checks, except for you, Emerald.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes.
4.
9.
7.
7.
Damn, we suck.
So you guys pull them out, and then Cass is kind of like looking over at the other hole, and she's like, "Is it just me, or did this one stop?"
I knew that was
So
gonna happen.
with her saying that, I'm gonna look and see if I notice that it stopped.
Yeah, you notice that like there doesn't seem to be flowing out like it was.
Now the water's not flowing out at all.
So I turn back to myself now because I've wasted that hour, and I look at them and I'm like, whatever's holding these rocks is beneath this wall, and it's growing at an exponential rate to cover that water up. So me digging holes isn't going to do anything. We need to get rid of this molasses stuff,
How
and I don't
deep,
know how to do that.
how deep was it?
How deep was what?
The molasses.
Would I know that as a Umber Hulk, how deep I was from the surface?
I mean, you would know that you probably went about 20 feet below, but you don't know how far down it goes. You didn't check that. You went through it.
But like
to get to the
my
bottom.
depth perception from the surface to where I went.
With this
What I-
sonar stuff.
It doesn't make like any type of. What he has is tremor sense.
Tremor sense. not
Tremor
like-
sense is
not
like when
echo
you
or-
when you touch something or when you move, he feels that rhythm.
But I mean, he would feel where we were standing versus
Yeah,
how
he knows.
deep that he was.
knows that he was about 20 feet down. He does not know how far the actual substance goes.
Yeah, so I tell them that. I'm like, I was probably 20 feet below this wall, but I don't know how much further it goes.
So with them talking about the substance being something that absorbs water, I want to go into the substance specifically and cast a detect magic
Sure.
on that substance.
It's not magic.
Baltimore already did that.
Oh, did he?
And I already said that your environment was not magic.
I know, but I feel like there's something that's magical.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is if we try to dig around it, or if we just tell Emerald to dig as low until there is no more of that stuff.
Well, I don't really have
If you
any-
specify that it's growing.
Do you feel like it's growing, Emerald?
Well,
As you dig,
it's
you
just
like-
observation. I had a difficult time going in through that and coming back. And the fact that the water has stopped, there is a very, very heavy cohesive property to this. So it likes itself. It's going to continue to stay
Little
strong.
piece of tar that I have. I'll pour a little bit of water.
Okay. Pour some water in.
Nothing happens. Doesn't expand. Doesn't react to it.
You know. I mean,
I'm going to try.
the piece of tar
I'm
that
gonna-
you do have now, though, it does look to be somewhat bigger.
Nice.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame on the tar.
Doesn't
Like
do
just
anything.
going.
Doesn't do anything.
Nothing? Okay. Can't say didn't try.
Is there
I don't know,
anything,
yeah.
can I do like a history check, anything that I've come across in the past that has like adhesive properties or something like that? Like where I can like try to problem solve this based on like substances?
Possibly make a history check. I mean, you're not like an alchemist or any type
Yeah,
of
I know.
like.
I've just have worked with like herbs and medicine.
Cast.
So certain flowers might have sort of sticky substance or something. So
You have the bag
just
of holding, right?
I do.
Can I test something real quick?
Sure.
I stick my finger into the bag of holding. Not searching for anything, but it's cold, right?
you want me to?
It's a
I'm
pocket
rolling
light.
nature.
It's not necessarily cold or hot.
Am I rolling history or nature?
A history.
History. I have 21.
21. So you've heard of, like, you've never seen it, nor have you actually played with it, but you've heard of different substances that like people might use to like keep stuff together over time. So you know that there's some chemical compounds that will come together and it'll just constantly expand over time. And it'll just over time it'll just keep expanding. But you've never really done any research on it, nor do you know how to like take it away or anything like that.
I cast light on it.
Is there any way to make this maybe cold? Heat doesn't work, maybe cold.
That's a good idea.
I cast light on it.
Mhm.
Anything? Just lights up.
I mean, when you cast light, it actually like lights up all the cracks and everything. I mean, because it looks. Actually, that's a good point. When you cast light, it all lights up, so it looks to be as one whole unit rather than this little bitty
Do
piece.
we notice any?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ground.
When the whole thing lights up, I just turn around and look back down the pathway. Is it much easier to see now?
Oh yeah, way easier to see.
Do I see anything that maybe looks like an umbral cell
An Umbra cell?
or whatever the hell he was?
An Umber Hulk? No.
Yeah, that one. An Umber Hulk like lurching towards us or anything?
I'll make now with this extra light and stuff, can I make another investigation check with advantage just to kind of check out this whole place, see if we missed anything? Go down the tunnel maybe like 10, 15 feet, come back, just kind of see if we missed any details that we couldn't really see with dark vision and stuff like that.
No check needed. You didn't miss anything.
Is there any way to make something really cold? Can anybody make anything really cold?
I can't.
Nah, not really.
Anybody have any
Nope.
items? Anything?
What?
Magical items that maybe we don't know of?
Well, we've already tried heat, so that wouldn't work.
I just put a little piece of the tar down and I just hit it with my double-sided axe.
Dink!
Nothing really happens.
Molly.
Doesn't react to it or
Alright.
anything. Put a little poison on it.
Wolfsbane?
Little poison. Yeah.
Wolfsbane.
I have no ideas or anything on this. Fuck this town! This is supposed to be simple. Easy win.
I sprinkle some of the damage. I sprinkle some of the abyssal ritual sand that I got from the. Anything? I show everybody though how it is indeed growing.
Yeah. You see how it kind of has grown. Say about 30 to 40 minutes later, you notice that the other hole has also kind of stopped producing water.
Piece of gold. Well, at least we didn't just walk away assuming this was going to continuously fill.
Pour some ale on it.
It drinks it all up. No.
So, well,
The answer to all problems: alcohol.
Ale. And I'm throwing anything and everything I got at it.
I'm gonna go up to it,
Holy water?
the rock and the
Holy water?
tar and cast cure wounds.
Ah!
Can I grab a piece of this tar and like try to do a, I don't know, maybe like some type of history or like if I've come across this in any sense or like have known or heard about something like this?
Sure, you can make a history check.
Alright.
I've already used my like stuff work on it, so I knew what it told me. So
We're gonna have to go back.
15.
Yeah, like we have
15?
nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can somehow try
You know
cold.
what?
Yeah.
I pray to Marlesh. Do you have any idea how to stop this substance from growing?
I don't know the substance.
Ditto.
I'm going to.
Fuck this town.
As like,
Hashtag
you kind of have like this minor vision of him like in chains. He's just
And I just go, ditto, hashtag Team Marlesh.
I mean, Cass is just like she's like pulling out like stuff. She's like, does any of this, any help, anything in our bag?
I take the orb.
I look at what she's pulling out.
What does she got in her bag?
I kind of.
You're playing her, bro.
I just know that she would. That's what she would do. She'd start pulling out a bunch of stuff.
I step away from the group a little bit, kind of like away from sight or trying not to be noticed. I'll do stealth roll if I need to.
Sure.
I'll take
Is her book in there?
Yes.
I'll just grab her book and then she should have.
I take the orb. I take the piece of tar and I kind of like put it together and I'm like, you're a weapon that can destroy this. Nothing. You're such a useless weapon.
I'm going to.
Oh my god. Oh, bag of holding. Okay, so she takes out rope. She takes out this money ring, a dagger, a goblin sword, a couple tents, hammock, a quill. She kind of pulls up.
Ooh, ink. I'm gonna grab the ink
The
and
ink?
try to pour a little bit of ink on the substance and see what it does.
You have ink?
I have ink.
I have paint.
Well, you gave the paint to her.
Parchment, quill, ink. I have ink.
You pour the ink, nothing happens. She pulls out a black pearl, wolfsbane, flint and steel. She has a trinket bag for Mahoon. She has a box of paints, a wind-up toy, and a worthless toy.
You know, just in all this, I just kind of like, I'm just like, hey, I said that one card.
Yeah. There you go. Just wind it up.
Put it down in front of it, and I'm like, attack.
Attack. Actually, that's a good point. Oh, let me see. Where's my? Oops. Oh. I don't know where it's at, but I do know I have the card. So. As you wind it up, you just wind it up once, and you put it down, and it seems to it looks to be just like a bunch of different gears, and then as you wind it up, and then it kind of takes shape as like a little bird, and it's just like. And then it just kind of takes flight a little bit, just about 5-10 feet off the ground. And then she just kind of, like the bird just kind of looks at you and is just twitching its head.
Whoa, guys, look at this little bird. Hello, bird. What can you do? Can you fly over there? Oh, that's. Come back. Guys.
And then you see it just,
Catch it.
yeah. And then it just goes to like
Oh.
just a massive gear again, and just.
That's awesome. Hey, we got a little.
And Cass is like, "Oh my god, that was so cool!"
Right?
She's like, "Is there other stuff in here that we could use?" And she
I
like,
don't know. Try the paint.
"It's paint." All
And
right,
this
fine.
was just a toy.
All right, yeah, that's fine. All right, so
And
what
this
am I
was a
using the paint
horse.
on? I only have 3 colors: black, red, and
You
white.
got a giant canvas. It's that wall. Go paint it. Go paint on the wall.
What do I paint?
Make a door.
So she like takes a black and she's just kind of like. I mean, it takes
A little time.
it takes some time. And eventually she has like, you know, basic outline of a door. And then she's like, ta-da! And she turns around. And as she turns around, you notice that you see it all just kind of glow.
Yes! Yes!
And then you see as the door kind of appears as a rock, as like the
Shit,
formation
so it's,
of a...
as she's just like, ta-da, like nothing's happened, I walk up to it and I just open the door behind her.
You open the door and it's like massive rocks. It's
I just, excuse me.
As you see,
Yes.
you see behind the door, it's just now metal. What looks to be just it. Now looking at it with some pretty deep vision, it actually looks like a bunch of scrap metal that's kind of been put together. You look at it and you're like, yeah, that's goblin made. Like hands down, like that's goblin made. And you can kind of tell that they look to made this big huge metal piece to prop it against and then they just throw a whole bunch of rocks on it.
On top of it.
And you also kind of take a look around and you notice that the threshold of the door is an actual threshold of a door. And you have a full-fledged door.
I just look at Cass and I'm like,
And she's like, this is mine.
yeah, I'm like,
Actually, give me that. So, let me look at that here.
I just look at her though. and
So you're
that
telling
thing's
me
like,
we need to clear away
You,
this
you
thing?
guys have had this the whole time.
I know. But that's what I mean. I'm like,
I mean, so could we paint a hole through this metal piece too and let water come through that?
probably.
Well, Cass she goes, should we wait to see if it actually will, like, grow through the threshold of the door?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just keep the door open, see what happens.
She kind of looks at you and she's like, you're not saying anything.
Sure.
No.
So
All
about
I'm saying is we now have a door that we can make at any time.
30 minutes to an hour goes by, as you kind of recheck the door and you see as the substance does not seem to be.
Going through it.
I say we paint a small hole through the metal so we get to come out.
Okay, like a little mini ship window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as it kind of again just kind of it's almost like magic starts at the top and then just sears. Like it looks like somebody's just taking like a sear or what do you call a torch, like and it's
A weld?
Yeah, well, thank you. And it's just like completely just searing in that whole thing as it now becomes what looks to be a window. And on the other side of the window, you just see water.
Boom! Boom!
This is awesome.
So as it just starts filling in now.
Okay, we wait a couple minutes, see if the thing's gonna start clogging up, and then boom, bang, bang, boom.
I think this is the best we're gonna get, honestly.
Yeah.
Great job, guys, because I really
Keep that paint really, really secure.
Well, I mean, I only have so much paint, so I can't.
Yeah. No. This was definitely one of those times that was good to use it. We only use it in emergency cases when we need to escape places.
So, we're just waiting.
Yeah, that's
Just to see if it gets clogged up.
Are you guys doing anything for the next 30 minutes to an hour?
Nope.
Resting.
Infatuated by the paint.
I'm just meditating.
Alright, so after some time goes by, I mean, it's definitely starting, you guys getting like mushy around, and you're just like, alright, fine, let's go check. You notice that there doesn't seem to be any protrusions of the thing. The paint seems to be holding it at bay. So she's like, I'm gonna make this bigger.
Make it a little bit bigger and let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, so she makes it like the full frame of the door. Where it's just like a door. She's like, so when I open this, we've got to.
Give me the bag of holding real quick. Give me the paint. Let's put that away so you don't get washed away with it.
I'll be fine. I'm
Okay.
keeping it.
No, I understand. I just didn't want you to get like when the water comes. I didn't want you to get knocked over. Or
Oh, I
get
plan
into
on
the
opening
water.
it this way.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Do you have a way out before I?
I can
As she like closes the window.
I can call my steed, you know,
good.
and kind of
I know
get
her.
Yeah, it works.
probably two of us out here a little bit more quicker, but I mean, Baltimore's the one that's gotta light the way.
Wait. Emerald, do you need a rest again?
He's been resting for the past 2 hours.
For what?
Like to like morph so you can get out of here too.
Oh, I'm good. We already know I can't turn into a bird because those stalactites are gonna knock me out. So if anything, I'll just ride it out as a crocodile.
There's a path that's made now.
Oh, that's
we need to
good.
follow that path. And I mean, the water's not gonna fill up fast enough for us to like have to worry about drowning.
True.
Our boots
I might
get
still
wet,
just ride it
and
out as a
water in our
crocodile.
shoes, but we should actually be able to just keep walking until this fills up the whole place.
How long would it roughly take for the cavern to fill up from the purpose of the door? Purpose of a 5-foot hole.
Purpose of the door. I mean, you're probably looking about 10 feet high, 3 feet wide. Oh, okay, sorry, 8 feet high. Whatever. Fine. I would say maybe a month and a half.
Okay. I'm fine with that. We don't really have any other options right now unless it's, you know, something's gonna accomplish goal for us without us having to stay down here any longer. I don't think we put a time frame on the worms. Okay,
I don't know.
I'm fine with this. What else do you guys think?
So we can head back.
I light up my shield. I start leading the way back through the path that I made.
So she's like, she waits for you guys to get out a little further. She goes, okay, here we go. And she,
Before she opens, I'm gonna let's just tie the rope around you while you open this. We're gonna get back a little bit, so we
Okay.
can pull you just in case.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So she opens the door as she just, but she managed to, yeah, she manages to kind of get through the water okay as she kind of catches up with you guys, and you can definitely tell like it's starting to swell. So
I guess we'll just quickly move through.
all right, so you guys start making your way back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Are you following the trail? I
I'm
assume?
following the path that I made, and if something looks like, I'm pretty sure I hit that one, I just hit it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
XP, bro.
exactly.
I know what that is. So you guys take some time as you guys go about a half a day past. I mean, you can still hear the water just kind of trailing behind you guys. Are you guys planning on resting at all, or just keep pushing through?
I would say we just keep pushing through, to be honest. We can rest when we get back.
Yeah, I agree.
Fine by me.
All right, so you guys push through. You get all the way back to the edge of that tunnel system, where now you see the big cavern beneath you, and up above you see what you see the opening.
Okay, I guess this is where we'll need to.
I mean, it's like way up there,
Well, I turn into a giant eagle and start taking them up.
but sure. Go ahead and make an investigate. Make a perception check for me.
Everybody?
No, just you.
Oh, okay.
As him or as a bird?
As a bird.
Okay. Let me.
As the giant eagle, yeah. So, and he has an acute
Just
eyesight or something like
Yeah,
that.
you should have.
Yeah, it's pretty
eyesight,
dope.
yeah.
That's why I'm asking, because he'd be the only one to see it.
Nope, 31.
31.
Yep.
So as you turn into this eagle, you take a second to look down into the cavern real quick, as you can't help but see what seems to be like a couple of gold pieces, and they kind of lead into this other cavern.
Huh? pieces? Is that what you said?
Yeah. And I mean, it's significant enough for you to notice it. Like, not just a couple. Sorry, that's probably like, I don't know, 50 to 100.
Where?
Way down below the cavern.
Below the.
Like way down into the cavern, you see like what seems to be a trail of some sort of gold pieces leading into
Like
another.
where we passed it?
Down in the cavern,
Uh-huh.
like not where you're at now, because you're in a
Okay.
tunnel system. So looking into the cavern system down all the way at the bottom,
Okay.
there seems to be a trail of gold that leads into another tunnel system at the very bottom of the cavern.
Alright, so I'm gonna go inspect it as an eagle.
So he turns into an eagle. He looks down. He looks back at you guys and then dives straight down.
Emerald, what do you do?
All right, so you get down to the bottom. You do notice that it does seem to be a trail of gold that kind of lead down into this tunnel. And down into the tunnel, you see some more movement, but you also see more gold kind of in the back.
So I like grab some of the gold with my talons and I bring it up.
Sure, I'll say you can grab probably about 25 gold pieces in each, so maybe about 50 gold.
Alright, and then I just bring it up and I drop it right to where they were at. And I look at the gold and I look at them like in the same direction. And I kind of just like
So
go
you're
back
like,
and forth.
quah, 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 quah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
I just started picking up a few pieces. Yeah. I just started picking up a few pieces.
So you
Pick
pick up
like 10.
Yeah, 10 gold pieces, that's fine.
I forget one of them. Is there any identifying markers that look like just a regular gold piece, like your average gold piece, or is there?
yeah, I want to look down.
Something.
Actually inspecting it a little bit, it does look different from a gold piece. It looks like a gold piece. And one side of it does like has the same engraving, but on the other side it doesn't. Like it's like a different. It's almost like looking at like an Abraham Lincoln. You know, like if like the penny, the standard penny was like Abraham and that building on the back, rather than like Abraham and like the 1 cent sign. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. So like you know that a regular gold piece has like Abraham and the building, but this piece that you're looking at is like Abraham and the 1 piece sign, or the 1 cent sign. Oh, and you do notice no check needed. There seems to be like some kind of either dirt, dandruff, maybe even like some dried blood on it.
I compare a gold piece to the piece that I had in my hand when I woke up.
Like I said, they're different. One seems to be a regular gold piece. The other one looks different.
Put the regular gold piece away in my pouch, and I'll keep the other 10 out in my utility belt.
Sure.
So like seeing that they're like looking at it, I kind of like just put my wing out and I like point at them and then I point down and I point back at them. I point up and I just put both of my wings out. Like, what are we doing?
Actually, for those that are viewing, just so the magical items that they got, one of which was Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments. It's essentially 3 different pigments that you can use up to about 3,000 feet. And it's essentially paint that will create whatever it is that you paint. You can make it 3D, you can make a door, you can make a hole. But it is up to the DM's discretion, but I mean basically it's basically what it is.
I got a little bird wind up to it.
It's a bird wind up to it.
That's awesome.
Unwinding 80.
Is there Emerald Squawk? 1's for yes and 2 for no. Is there a substantial amount of this down there?
I want to hear some squawks.
Squawk!
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really tired. We've been going for a day now, straight.
Yeah, let's get out of here and
And
rest.
I look around up top because we're at the base of the hole, right? The hole is, I don't know, a couple football fields above us.
Yeah,
at
you're
this
like
point.
2 stadiums down.
All right. Do I see anybody from any form of a silhouette?
You do see a couple, and then you also see like some what seems to be like birds. some big ass birds.
Oh, so somebody took our idea.
Why don't we have giant eagles? I don't know.
I mean,
How we got giant eagles?
do they look like they're coming down to us, to where we are? No?
They seem to be like running
So
back and forth. It
As
doesn't seem to
they're
be like-
deciding this, I'm gonna swoop down and get a little bit more gold and come back.
Sure, you get another 50 gold.
So,
I drop it again.
I mean, we're all pretty tired. And we're right here. I would say that we go up, we get a good night's rest for the night, and if anything, we come back tomorrow.
Agreed.
I agree. Alright.
'Cause I would rather sleep in a comfortable bed than to sleep down here for another night.
Alright.
So that being said, I immediately grab Rahun and start heading up.
Ah!
I'm gonna start collecting the gold pieces together for emerald.
Sure, you get about 100 of it because he brought up.
Wait,
Well, you
can
get
I-
90 of it. 'Cause-
Yeah. Cass, can we put this in a bag of holding? for
Yeah, sure.
emerald?
She opens it up and she throws it in there.
Nothing.
You add that to it.
Yeah, thanks. I just yell at put me down, you giant turkey. As he's, like,
So I
flying
drop
up to
him.
the
Like I
top.
come up just high enough, and then I drop him near the side,
All right.
and I go back down, and I just get all of them.
Um,
I'm up.
As you get up there, you realize that those guys that were trying to get down there earlier, they seem to have some giant birds with them, as they're like holding on to ropes, and they're like, "Get back here, you stupid bird! I need to get down there!" As they're like trying to, like you see as they're like running around trying to like,
Okay, I'll help them try to tame the bird.
they're obviously not doing good.
No, yeah, I'll help. I'll get up. I'll wipe myself up, and be like, you guys are idiots. Come here. I help them out. I'll try to animal handling check. Help
Actually,
them tame the
Better
birds.
yet, as they're trying to catch one of
Oh, you
these,
gotta
I'm
pull
gonna
me
go
up.
grab
Yeah,
one of
sure.
those guys and bring him down with me,
Sure. So
just
you-
for the fun of it.
So all of a sudden, like you just massive eagle just comes down, drops a dwarf, and then just comes over, grabs one. He's like, "Ah, shit!" And he just goes down, and all of a sudden you
I
get
grabbed the
flo-
rope that he was holding on to the
Yeah,
bird
you
with.
fly
I
down.
have a 24 from animal.
Sure. So you're like holding it, and you're just kind of tugging it, and eventually just
I let it parch on my arm.
it's big. It's like as big as you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it just kind of slowly just perches on the
I
ground.
just get close to it.
And you're like,
just
this is an exotic animal. You've never seen this, this up close.
I take
before.
caution. I take
Yeah.
caution as I get close, and I just kind of like stay low, but get close to it, and like just present the back of my palm, see if it allows.
Sure,
me
we'll
to-
come back to you. You see as Emerald, he comes back down, he drops off this other individual. It's like, now you see Emerald coming back down with another dude.
I kind of just like look at him like, what are you doing? Give me
I'm like, squaw.
So I go like this, like a little child would to get picked up, to get taken out.
And I'm visibly laughing as a bird. Like you can see my entire body shaking.
Okay. As you see his fuzzle, he does like this number, and like the feathers are like all ruffling.
Correct.
Or I like make a
Exactly.
pouty face, like I'm so tired.
So I grab Atreya and I head up.
All right, so you go up. Do you drop her off?
Yes, and then I grab another one of the guys and I bring him down.
Oh my god.
Oh my
god.
Say, you pick up another. So you end up picking up another one. As you just see another one, it's just like, bah! As he just goes down.
When Emerald comes down the second
No,
row,
I go
I'm
for
just
that.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
I go for that rope that he was holding.
And the other
on to.
guy's like,
And
please don't kill me! Don't kill me!
Grab the other rope with that rope
And I
that guy was holding on to.
I come down and Baltimore says that, and my feathers get ruffled even more. They're like, I'm really enjoying this now.
They're
So I
gonna
grab
die
one.
down here.
Cass is like, I don't know what you're doing, Emerald. Just take me up.
Yep. So I grab Cass.
So she goes up.
So I talk to these two guys, and I'm like, look, the bird's not gonna hurt you. He's just a druid.
Speed and deer.
I'm like,
Natural one. Fuck, man, I don't give a shit. Whatever, man. Or whatever. I'm sorry. Look, you want our money? Here.
Oh.
I don't want your money,
Okay.
but I do want you guys to leave this this tunnel system.
We haven't even made it down here. This is the first time we made it down.
I understand, but I'm trying to help you guys out. Look, for the past like day and how long have we been down here? Day and a half, I guess.
About 3 days.
Yeah, about
3 days. I was like, okay, you guys saw us come down here 3 days ago, right? And now we're coming back.
We thought you were dead.
Yeah. Well, the whole time was we had to fight some what are they called? Umber Hulks, and some things that were falling from the ceiling that were hitting us and all this other shit, but we ended up finding the dam that's holding the water and we released it. So this cavern's gonna fill up hopefully within the next day or maybe 2 at the most.
No. What about the treasure?
There is no treasure down here. Whoever
No,
told you
man,
that
there's
shit is a
treasure,
complete lie.
man. There's treasure.
So do I make it back yet to get Baltimore?
No, it's 2 stadiums full. You can have some flight time.
Okay. All right.
Like, look, I'm one of the people that helped save this city, and I'm trying to help save your lives at this point.
The treasure will save my life.
Tell him about the treasure.
Okay.
Push him.
If you really wanted to, fine, because we left the treasure because we said fuck it.
You know where the treasure's at? Where's it at, man?
So I point down the tunnel that we just came.
Fuck, you got a rope
No, it's not.
A rope?
or something?
No, but sure.
I have rope, but it's my rope and my group's rope that we're going to use later on. So when my druid friend comes down here, I'm going to have him pick both of you up and take you both back up there. But if you are that desperate to risk your own lives for
Yes,
this,
man.
then I point down that tunnel that we just came from, and I say, if you travel roughly half a day, and you can survive all the falling spikes that come after you, and the Umber Hulks, then sure, follow the Umber Hulks to their lair, because that's where the treasure is. We said fuck it, because we didn't feel like fighting a whole layer of them.
Make a deception check.
Aren't they already advantaged because they're intimidated?
I mean, they are, like, fucking freaking out right now.
No, well, yes and no, but they're more worried about the treasure at this point than natural fun.
Yeah!
So they're really like, fine, man. Alright.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, hit you. I was just
No,
like,
so-
confirm it!
You see, they're like,
Jeez,
Sorry.
okay.
so they're rubbing their head. They're like, alright, man. They kind of look at each other like, you got any weapons? Can we get a weapon?
You can get your own when the druid takes you back up.
Oh man, I don't have time. You said you released the water.
You're right. I'm trying to save your lives.
Oh man.
Get a real job.
So, as Emerald comes back down, I just tell Emerald, take these 2 numbskulls back up, please.
He said everyone does what he wants, so good luck.
Swap!
As I come back down,
Do your
I'm
birds
gonna
swap.
go down and get for gold. I'm gonna go to gold and bring it back.
Okay, so he dives
Oh
past
my
it,
gosh,
picks up another 50
Emerald.
gold, comes back up, drops it, and they're just like looking at it like, that's it, man! That's the gold! Oh my god! Eagle, man, please
And
bring it
I-
down! And they're like,
how deep is it?
they like get on their knees and they're like, please, Eagle, bring me down, man, bring me down, please! I need that gold.
How deep is his dive down?
I mean, it's another like.
Football
Another, like,
stadium,
football
right?
stadium.
'Cause
Oh, dear.
there's 3,
Yeah.
and there's 2
It's
above
3,
us.
yeah,
so
there's-
there's
yeah.
Don't let the devil talk to you like this.
So I look at, I'm
And so like
standing
you
there.
have, so you have like Emerald as an eagle on the edge of this like tunnel system, and they're literally like on their knees, like begging Emerald to bring them down.
And I kind of like,
Say,
I
push
see
him
this,
one
and I
more
look, I
time,
kind of just
Cody.
like, I hold out my wings, and I just bask in it.
He's basking in their glory, literally. Literally, they are praising him to
What
get
am I
down
doing
there.
with this bird?
It's a complete waste of natural
You
choice.
see as like you're like
Yeah.
putting their
I got
hand up.
24 animal
Between
handlers.
the 2 of them.
Yeah, yeah. You put their hand up, and you can tell he's like snapping at it like every now and then, and then he's just like you eventually get close enough where he's like reluctant, but like you kind of like feel him, and he's just like,
Okay, cool. I just I give him some dried meat that I have.
Sure. You just hold it out, or
I'll put it in front of him.
yeah, he like takes a second and then he just taps it and just starts.
I give some to him and I give some to the other bird that was.
Yeah. You see, as now the birds like all come down as they're like now trying to cultivate around you to get more food.
Just to keep them under tame, and I'll just
Well,
keep giving them some dried meat.
I look at Baltimore and I look back at the guys and I look back at Baltimore and I kind of just turn my head, kind of like, what should I do now?
Well,
Exactly. And you hear like the guys like, man, come on, please bring me down, man. I owe money. I just need to
I
get down there.
Hearing this, I start to go get one of the guys and take him down.
All right, so you go to pick one of them up.
I stop you.
How do you stop him?
I stand in his way.
So you get in between him and
I just put my hand up. Hold on, Emerald. I look
So
at
I'm
these
just
guys.
like,
Have
I'm
they
above
grabbed the gold
Baltimore. I'm
already?
just like flying.
Okay.
Have they already grabbed the gold?
So like some of them you see them like, but they only took like maybe 5, 10, and then now they're just like trying to get down to get more.
So I tell them, I say, look,
it's nothing no problem.
you want to get down there? You wait till tomorrow. You can come with us. Provided that you speak nothing about this to anyone.
I cannot trust you, man. You were just about to send us down the tunnel.
I was trying to save your lives for one.
I mean, you were sending us in the wrong direction.
No,
You
but
don't
he
know what I
rolled
need this
natural
money
20.
for.
Are they gonna be smart enough to know that?
When they brought him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Emerald fucked it up.
Squall!
That is a dick. Skype's changed
Yeah,
you.
he's a dick.
Skype's changed you. You no longer care about us.
He got 15 minutes of fame by
You're
going back to his
distant.
people. Now he's all like, I'm a new
Might,
man.
might I remind you, my alignment is chaotic neutral.
That is true. I forget about that. Alright.
I'm neutral
Do-
evil. I'm
do
the one
you.
doing more taming than anybody right now. I'm like taming like birds up top. Eventually open up my own bird.
I'm literally just like up there, like relaxing, meditating again, and just waiting for the rest of the peeps
I'm like
to come
looking
up.
at Cass and Atreya. I'm like, can you guys help me with these birds?
You
So,
look at
so
us
I'm
and just
I was
say
like,
that
yeah,
with
this
your
is kinda
eyes or with your
cool.
No,
mouth.
I say it. I'm like, I look at you guys. And I'm like, can you guys help me with these birds?
How many birds
Look,
are there?
We need. I tell the guys, like, you don't want to trust me? Fine, don't trust me. But you're gonna be stuck
Yeah,
down here with no way of getting back up.
and I drop him as he says that, and I go to grab Baltimore just to fly him back up.
Hold the fuck up!
So you
I'm
drop,
having a
you
fucking
drop him,
conversation.
grab Baltimore, and then fly up.
Yep.
I
The guy just falls, doesn't he?
Yeah,
The
alright.
guy just falls. The
Man,
whole
I don't
football
think
fan
you're
No,
gonna
doesn't.
get
no,
much of a
he's
chance.
still on the thing. Make a. Are you trying to keep yourself down on the ground?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to these guys.
Make a strength check, and you make a dexterity check.
Okay. As a
As
bird.
an eagle, yeah, as a bird. Huh?
Make strength. Make strength.
No, he's trying to pull him, like, keep him away.
Oh, 22.
11.
11. So he goes to pick you up, and you're just like, "Look, let me go! And he just got you, like,
Tucked.
you fly up,
Heck yeah.
so now you're coasting up
I'm not the troublemaker anymore.
as you eventually break, and they're just like, but the goal! Like, you hear the, like, echoing throughout the, you know.
I just when I hear the echo coming out, I just reply back, jump.
And eventually you all see as Emerald kind of breaches the top, with Baltimore still struggling, and then he just kind of gets limp, and he's just like, okay.
Atreya said she was gonna help me tame the birds and stuff like that.
Sure.
And
I'm gonna say
turn
that
back
at
into
one
myself.
point.
So I mean, they're already trained. It's just they're just acting out.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm just calming them down essentially.
So yeah, so you guys all calm down, and you see like you eventually see as in the corner, you see is like one of the guys, a very like not like beaky kind of nose, and he's just kind of looking, very tall, slender man. He's just kind of looking at you guys. He's just watching, and he goes, "Enough!" And as all the birds just, and they just come right by his side, you can definitely tell this is the bird trainer. This is the actual guy that owns the birds.
Cool.
And he just kind of pets each one as he's just kind of
Can I
walking.
do like an insight check on him? Is he like evil and trained
Yes.
birds to
That's
watch
exactly
Every
what-
slender man that has a beak.
Yeah.
Because he's evil.
That's
every
sketchy
person
to me.
should-
She's like, that's
should be an
sketchy as
inside-
fuck.
Every person you meet should be an inside
So, Baltimore comes down. Emerald, you go back to your regular form, or are you still in?
Absolutely, I do.
I immediately, as soon as he goes into his form, I immediately turn around and cold cock him in the face.
Make an attack.
Can I make a like dexterity to miss it?
No, that would be your AC, bud.
check. Just go.
Oh,
Beautiful
okay,
birds. Good day.
I don't think it hits. 14.
14. Does 14 hit you?
Nope.
No. So you just like go to, you're just like,
No, it does not.
and he just kind of just backs up a little bit as you just kind of walk there real quick.
He's looking around and says, "What the fuck is your problem?"
I'm like, they're not going anywhere. We'll get them later.
Get who? The guys you're bringing down?
Can I do an insight check on Emerald? Is he acting different than me, or is this like Emerald? I just don't see him being a douche.
This is Emerald, and you just haven't noticed that he's a douche.
I'm rolling an insight.
I mean, we've
on
been
him.
playing for over a year now, and I've never seen this side of Emerald before, so.
Chaotic neutral. He's just waiting for that time.
Yeah, it's now come.
Yeah.
You just
How do
haven't
I
come.
really fuck the group over
Yeah.
super hard? This is it, right here. Fuck it, why not?
I think there have been.
You
plenty
said
of
it yourself. Forget this town. What does it matter?
Yeah, we did what we needed to do. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Those are just
I-
innocent bystanders. Are you really gonna leave them down there, Emerald?
Oh no, you know I'm gonna go get them tomorrow. What's the worst that happens? The stalactites get them, they drowned, or the Umberholks. If they manage to make it out past that, I'll go get them. It'll be fine.
Nice birds.
Oh, so as you turn to him,
I'm
he,
fucking dodge
staring
this.
at- I'm
you see as like
staring
he's
at him.
turned around and they're all just kind of hovering by him, and he goes, "Yes, yes," and he just starts walking away.
I'm telling you, insight on that guy, man. I got my eyes on him.
Cool.
Make an insight check. I'm not gonna stop you from making an
That
insight
guy's
check.
weird. Got some weird
16.
birds.
16. You definitely know he's kind of like a snotty, like thinks he knows it all.
So, I grab Emerald and I pull him close to me. And I whisper to him in Elvish. Granted, I'm not actually going to whisper for the brevity of this.
Yeah.
But I'm whispering to him in Elvish. And I say, I'm like, do you not understand that if, for whatever reason, somebody goes down there to get them, then it's potential that they can take the gold that we were going to come back and get tomorrow that could help us buy stuff to go back and save your fucking tree.
Yeah? How much rope are they gonna get to get down there? How are they gonna get down?
Do you not see the fucking birds as I point as the guy that's walking away? He's clearly has them trained, and somebody could hire them.
Okay, but they have no idea what's down there or where.
As you see,
But
you
because
guys,
of you, now they do.
as you guys are like arguing and bickering back and forth, you also see as like the other guy, like the one that was holding the rope from the ring, he's like, guys.
I just come over, I pat him on
And
the
then he kind of like crowds you and he's like, what do I do?
Well, come have a drink with me. We'll discuss this.
Who are my friends?
We're trying to figure out how to get them.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, come have a drink.
Hey, I'll be back.
Alright, cool.
Is it
So,
good?
I'll go set up the rooms, guys. I'll be back. And I'll go to the tavern and I'll...
Okay, so you're going to the tavern
And
to drink.
I'll be like, I'll give him a gold piece and be like, hey, I gotta go get rooms for me and all my companions. Have a drink on me.
So I turn and look at Cass. I'm like, come on, Cass, back me up on this. Like,
I have you
in
back on this.
Elvish, I'm so.
And she was like playing with Corvus.
First place, and he's like, Cass, back me up.
She kind of like looks at you. She goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything."
I wasn't paying attention.
So I whisper to her. I'm like, he just took 2 people down there, and is leaving them there overnight.
We can't do that. We need to go. get them. And make sure alignment.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, neutral good. Huh?
Eventually, whenever I set up the rooms, I'll come back.
I'm saying the same thing too. I'm gonna go up to Emerald.
Free rooms.
pretty sure.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
walk up
how
to
it is about
Emerald and gently like put my hand on his shoulder. It's like, Emerald, you had your fun. You're a very talented druid, but these men meant no harm. They don't deserve to die because they probably are going to die.
And
Oh,
on
come!
top,
What are the chances that they actually die?
eh, we almost died.
Yeah, but
all
that's
almost
because
died.
we
Which
went
remember,
to
who
the-
thought it was a good idea to start fucking flying away.
You weren't there, you
Yeah.
don't know that.
I saw it though. I saw you
And
guys
we
take off
heard
flying
the
and
big
then yeah. Common sense.
I put two and two
Fun.
together.
So if I get them, then they're gonna be talking all about this treasure.
No,
Is it gonna
That's good.
you
foil the plans?
take me down there and I'll talk to them.
It might seem
Oh.
odd.
No, no checking.
So I have one chance left to turn back into a giant eagle. So I go and I take them down.
Double check my own party.
Okay.
Come back with everybody's room key. Here you go. Got the room set up.
We already had rooms though.
No, I know. I was just getting Tony to like clear everything
Oh,
out. And
Okay.
just
So we said-
because we were gone for 3 days.
You said he turned back into a bird and took me back down there.
Alright, so you go back down there.
Are both the people down there?
You don't see him in the tunnel system anymore.
Oh shoot.
Where we left them? Do I see footprints? Can I make a survival check?
No, yeah, both of you can make survival check tracking. Yeah.
21.
Hold on one second.
I'm gonna go find that merchant who sells Randall's ale.
See how like disgruntled he is?
You try and go find him, you notice he's gone.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Go to
yeah.
wherever it's
20.
set up.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not there.
This is just an empty little.
Yeah, like the cart's gone. Like,
room now.
what did you get?
Natural one.
Natural one. He don't see shit, but he's like turning around. He's like trying to look for what you're looking at. And you notice that you see like some small footprints, and then you see like what seems to be a struggle, and it's going down.
Like where the gold is?
Yeah, like you see, like you can kind of assume that they saw that the eagle brought it up, and they're going for it.
But you said there's a struggle.
Yeah, you see, like definitely there seems to be like some struggle as they seem to like a struggle, like trying to get their footing as they're like starting to go
okay.
down.
I was thinking
Like,
like
they're
there was
climbing
a fight
down.
or something.
Oh, no,
goblins
yeah.
or creature came up.
No,
Yeah,
like
that's-
it's not a fight. It looks like a basic like struggle. Like you definitely see like a big slide mark where
They
maybe somebody
attempted
made.
to climb.
Was
They
there any-
started to climb down and they slipped or something.
Was there anything noticeable about these individuals that I saw on them? Like was one of them wearing a pair of glasses or nothing? Not like a necklace or anything like that.
I mean, how far could they have gone?
So I just turned and I looked down. They couldn't have gotten that far. Do I see them like climbing down?
You see one is
Yeah.
on his back at the very bottom, and the other one you see is he's like slowly trying to make his way
He's
down.
dead, you piece of
So I
shit.
just look at Emerald and I point down
Yeah.
at him and I'm just like, you see?
You have me.
Squawk!
I'm pretty open about it. Pretty blunt about it.
Fuck it, they're gonna die.
I didn't
He
kill
just
them.
out of nothing.
Take me back up, they're gonna die. We'll come back tomorrow.
So I take them back up. I gave them what they wanted.
So you take Baltimore back up.
Yep.
Before you go up, I want both of you to make perception checks.
That's what I'm good at. It's the only thing I'm good at.
It's the only thing I'm good at.
I
Man,
start asking around all the other people who are in the marketplace selling things about that guy. Ask him what his name was, where he came from, where he was going, and if his product was legit.
The different people that you talk to, he has different names, apparently.
Figured as much.
Um,
I'll write down all those names.
the products are good. They said that, you know, his
He
products
seems legit.
it seems legit. The prices are somewhat decent, you know.
Where did he come from and where did he go?
No idea.
Where did he come from? Cotton.
What'd you get?
Shit, I got
33.
25.
25.
33.
33. So both of you here on your way up, as you hear what seems to be, I'm sorry, man! You crossed me! That's all you hear on your way up.
Oh,
Okay.
so I, like,
Okay, interesting.
I'm headed up and I'm like, oh, squat.
Squat.
Says what?
What?
As you guys break the
True
the
nature coming out,
crevices,
swap.
and you guys get on top.
So I just look at Cass and Trey. I'm like, well, I guess there was a struggle between the two of them, and I guess one crossed the other. I don't know, but
I turn back into myself, and as I'm walking to the tavern, I'm like, hey, whether they died up here or down there, greed was going to come in the way, and I just go to bed.
So I'm like, what?
Cass turns. We can't leave them down there.
It's not them anymore.
they're not. The-
So is this what we're gonna do to everyone?
Oh, no. It was a little bit of fun, and then it just went bad, but I blame fate.
It's a little bit of fun. It's all fun and games until somebody falls off a cliff.
I mean, like, are you okay with this?
No, not at all. We literally took someone down in the caves for shits and giggles, essentially.
Wait a minute.
And they're
They
gonna
were going
die
to kill
now.
themselves.
I come
They
walking
were going to
back
kill
the room
themselves
now,
riding
just
these
like,
birds
"Guys,
down there.
I want to clarify something. There is no we in this. There's him in this. He did this. I did not.
What happened?
I told him to take him back up, and instead he took me back up.
What's going on, Emerald? What the hell, man?
Yeah, Mom,
Hey,
what'd you
I
do,
was giving
man?
them exactly what they wanted. They wanted to go down the hole, so I took them down the hole.
Yeah, but
They were gonna ride. Look, they were gonna ride these
Lean over to
janky
Cass and-
birds
What's going
down
on?
into this hole.
Emerald
You
took
really
down two
think-
people, and now they're just leaving them down there to die.
Did they ask?
They were clearly
I
unprepared.
don't think so.
They're not gonna survive. They're going to die. So you brought them down for your own entertainment, and they're gonna
Wait a
die.
minute. Wait a minute. If you're
For a
gonna say that
laugh.
they're already gonna die,
They're not
It's
gonna
not my
survive
fault
during the night. It is your
they're
fault.
already-
You brought them down there.
I point at Emerald and I go, "Ha! You're the asshole of the group now."
hey, I gave them exactly what they.
Did they ask you, can you bring me down there?
I didn't have to. They were going to ride these horrible birds down into this. They were probably going to their death before they actually got.
You're breaking up.
You got that Walmart connection, bro. Come on.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I know. They were probably going to fall to their death before they even got there.
I know, but you didn't have to help them along the way. You literally
Honestly,
guided them there to their death.
I took them down to where they were eventually going to head. It was not my fault that one of them threw the other one over the edge. That's human greed.
What? One of them threw. Oh
Oh my god.
this just got juicy.
Did one of them really throw the other one on the edge?
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't mean.
So
to be a
do
stickler
not
in
blame me
life,
for
but it's
that
getting
death,
kinda
because it
late.
wasn't me.
I mean, I think we really gotta figure out, like who are we gonna be? Like, is this what we're gonna do?
Hey, I'm just here to help people along. Now, if they kill each other over some gold, that's not my doing.
I would like to be. I would like to change.
This doesn't sit right with me. I just really feel like you literally brought them down there to die, and you don't even care.
Because he doesn't.
I mean, I can go get the other one, but it's not going to bring that other guy back.
I think you should.
Well, I've already turned into an eagle twice, so I'm going to have to rest.
Look, Emerald.
Yes!
Look, Emerald. I can see what you mean by saying that they were hiring these birds to go down and search for gold, and then maybe inevitably they were doomed to die. And if the other one did kill the other for greed. You know, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, they
Hey,
are gonna
at
die
no
out there,
point
and you're partially responsible for that.
I am part. Hold on, wait a minute. How many times have multiple people in this group almost killed each of us? And
that
what
was
have I
me
done
being
but
me
only
involved.
help to save the group? Now,
Unintentionally.
out of personal interest
No, I
and a little
intentionally
bit of
tried to
fun,
kill you guys.
I did take them down. But again, human greed and their own unpreparedness led to the death. I don't control death. I've seen it. That's not my doing.
I know you guys aren't gonna all agree with this, but like, it definitely seems like this group needs to let out some stress. We should all fight each other.
You already
Yeah,
tried that.
you
Romeo.
and
It's
the
not like I have
Willows
right.
love that now, wouldn't you?
I'm just saying, really all got issues with each other. Let's just beat it out of each other with our fists.
I'm tired, and there's some gold that we could get tomorrow, so I'm gonna rest.
Oh, some anger.
Emerald, do you still have a polymorph spell available?
Actually, no, I don't, because we didn't rest.
Yeah, we haven't rested since we got up from the caves.
So, I don't.
In fact, we've been traveling for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to my room, guys. All your rooms should be all cleaned up and set up and good to go. I'll have Tony send up some food to everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed too.
Well, before the whole group leaves, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. Where you guys are all standing outside of the cavern hole, about to either part ways or do whatever. You guys can finish the conversation next time we come back. But we appreciate you guys staying tuned and watching. I know Connor, you were awesome, dude. I appreciate the talking back and forth. Again, shout out to Connor, Commander, Electrical Longboard, Land Fusion. That's kind of cool name. Matt Mong Gaming, and the other two dudes that happen to be right here in front of me. So shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you guys staying in and watching and whatnot. Feel free to talk to the players as well. Go on Facebook, like our page. You'll be able to talk to them as well. I know you're kind of managing that kind of whole area.
I'm trying to, yeah.
But we will be back here next week. Regular times, 9 to 11. Hopefully if schedules work out okay. But anyway, you guys keep it epic out there. And we will see you next week here on Epic Interactions, guys. Keep it epic, gang.
Adios.
Split family.